Hello, hello! Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XI. Um, since last time, I went ahead and got all my jobs up to over 50. I'm on Red Mage because that's what I want to do some storyline missions on. I feel Red Mage... Red Mage is one of my favorite jobs in the entire Final Fantasy series. So, like, you're going to see me use Red Mage a lot more than I probably should. But it is a really solid and sturdy job, so... it can get stuff done. And basically, we're going to do Chains of Promathia. And if you remember, there was like this big cutscene a few episodes back where like it sort of got cut off in the middle by disconnect, but like I kind of like stitched it together, but there was like questionable amount of how much was missed. And there's something I want to show off in regards to cutscenes. Let's see, where is it? Where is it? Okay, Goblin Footprint. Items. I don't remember what I got to trade to it. I think it can be anything. Maybe a silver beast coin? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Few friends, huh? I travel all over the world and hear out lots of different stories. I even hear your stories. I can tell you one if you want. And basically, I think that's the rank mission. And we want the rights of life. And I think we're going to have to watch it in segments, but basically we can rewatch cutscenes here. And so we're going to rewatch the intro to Chains of Promathia so that we can remember what's going on. Blue with some green and purple. Okay, so that's the Ducal Guard. Wolfgang. Hey, he's my twin. The adventurers keep clear of Delpht's tower. Yeah, if you remember, we got this on zoning in to Delpht's tower. What's actually kind of hilarious is that, oh nice, it doesn't even actually consume the item we trade to it. But, you could enter Delpht's tower without Chains of Promathia, and I didn't have the Chains of Promathia expansion when I first started playing. And I actually got the Ottergon expansion before I got Promathia. So... okay, so flow of energy has begun to reverse. This big... crazy energy going through, I guess, Delpht's tower. Ooh, scary. I think that's where it disconnected before. Also, it's kind of annoying that it's broken up like this, but I guess it had to be? I don't know. I don't know how they had to program these cutscenes. No, this goblin's name is Ramblix. No. I wonder if it's always Ramblix at the Goblin Footprints. Okay, I don't remember seeing this. Do you remember seeing this? I'm glad I'm rewatching. Looks like purple energy is causing the water to boil? The ocean? Maybe part of the crystal line goes under the ocean? I mean, Quiffum Island is an island. Oh, it's like a... whoa! Whoa! Definitely glad I decided to rewatch this. Whoa. Bahamut. Children of Vanity. I, Bahamut, ruler of the skies, have come to deliver you a warning. The time has come. The arrival of the Keeper of the Apocalypse is near. Hey buddy, how do you think that we're hearing all this? Come forth, my minions. Let the blood of the gods spill forth on the soil of their creation. Okay, so the disconnect in the middle of that cutscene a few episodes ago actually fucked up the logistics of the cutscene completely. Why do we have to wait? Of course they don't trust you, you're just the ducal guard. The society, huh? Ooh. Okay, and so I think that part is what I was able to come back on after the disconnect. The disconnect literally cut out the ocean with that energy and Bahamut coming out of it. And they find the boy, right? What on Vana'diel happened here? He almost asked for the doctor by name because he's friends with him, but then he's like, no, someone called the infirmary. I refuse to say my friend's name. Yeah. Okay, so yes, we're refreshed on the very beginning of Chains of Promathia. And so where we need to go now is Juno. And fortunately, I've tagged the survival guide in Ruluda Gardens. So that's all good and stuff. And if I had done the Mithra Girl side quests, I could just run into my Mog house and then go to Upper Juno. But as it stands, might as well just walk there like normal. Also, I figured out that in my config, I had other people's armor set to static, and when it does that, it turns all gear into racial-specific level 1 gear from your side of things, which is weird. I verified it by standing at the entrance to Bastok and turning it off, and then zoning, and then rezoning. And when I zoned out and back into Bastok, it changed everyone's gear that had previously been appearing to be style locked to the level 1 race specific equipment was actually wearing the gear that they had equipped instead. And so I've been a fool this entire time. What I thought was going to stop characters from blinking or whatever when they switch gear was actually going to... Oops. And here I am yakking, and I went to the wrong zone. But, yeah, I thought locking people's appearance was just gonna prevent them from changing gear at all, but no, it literally puts them in their racial clothes so that your computer doesn't have to think about rendering their gear at all. Okay, so the infirmary is up here in Upper Juneau. Now see, you see these fancy people? Like, this is all this fancy gear you're going to be seeing from here on out. And, so yeah, my mistakes. Sorry about that. I thought it was just an oddity, an odd quirk that people had on this server. Okay, staff only. No, I want to, come to think of it, buying some echo drops would actually probably be a good idea. Let's see. Maybe we talk to Monbureau himself? Maybe I should look up where to go. The Sea of Shumeo, huh? That's the sea that surrounds the Quiffam Island, I think. I guess he recognizes us from the rank 4 mission. Makes sense. Oh, hey, the boy's awake. Looks kind of ghostly. Or like a voodoo zombie. He's giving us a blue brooch. That is bright. Okay, you can stop being bright now, please. Oof. Oh, wow, whoa. What is this, Planet Namek? Looks like Planet Namek. Okay, a little less like Planet Namek now. My eyes can only take so much. I'm sorry, viewer. Oh, and he's gone. I think. Yeah, he's gone. Hey, I was joking about Dragon Ball Z. Why the fuck do you have a scouter? Nag'molada, huh? Or Nag'molada? Is that apostrophe supposed to take the place of like an A or an E or a vowel? I don't know. I'm just gonna read it as Nag'molada or Nag'molada. Oh, apparently, I guess maybe he's part of the society. Oh, man, he is ghostly. Any man, woman, dog, or cat leaving Upper Juneau. That boy can't hide for long. Whatever you say, Vegeta. I mean, Nag'molada. No signs of consciousness for hours, and then he just wakes up and runs off. Uh-huh. Now this must... I wonder if this fucks with Monbureau's head at all. Like, he just looked at Wolfgang, who looks exactly like me, and now he's looking at me, and... Okay, so I'm not exactly sure if his hint that he's going to make his rounds in Upper Juno for valuable information is a hint to us or not to do the same. It's been so long since I've done this that I don't remember the order of the story. So I'm going to have to look it up real quick. Let's see. Let's see, the rights of life. Okay, so... Okay, so we just got the mysterious ambulance, so we're on below the arcs now. Okay, so yeah, we are supposed to go to... I figured we are. Like, the game is pretty straightforward about that. You know, like, they usually give you enough of a hint to sort of, you know, point you to a zone, and then if you go to that zone and do ye old JRPG method of talk to everyone, then you usually come out okay. You might hear someone shouting. Our landline rang, and my pop is shouting into the phone. Price of being in your 70s. You know, the architecture here in Rouleau Gardens kind of looks like that. Like, it's not the same, you know, because it's made out of different kind of stone. But it kind of is reminiscent of that architecture we saw in the vision of whatever that Planet Namek looking place was. So that's kind of interesting. Let's see, I think we're looking for someone, according to this list anyway, we're looking for someone named Fermosiel. And I think that is a guy in here, maybe? No? No, okay. Maybe it's one of the ducal guards in, like, the ducal guard barracks. Let's see... Oh, there he is. It says, tall elven chap. Some of the telepoint crystals in Alla, Mia, and Dim have broken into 1,000,000 pieces. Strange whirlpools located in the Valkyrum Dunes and on Cliffham Island and never coming back. And from what I gather, the ducal scientists believe this phenomenon has something to do with the shattered telepoints to the crags of Alla, Dia, and Dim and Mia. Okay. So... Now we have to talk to someone in the Archduke's living quarters, apparently. So yeah, it's definitely ye old RPG method of talk to everyone. Because there's no way, like, there was nothing there from what he just told us that would cause me to want to come here and talk to the people that it told me to talk to. Emptiness, possible weaknesses. I thought that was the guy. Okay, I don't know why it wants us to talk to him, but okay, apparently we have to talk to him. The words optional are right under him, but they're also right next to another sentence that says it's optional to talk to someone named Reinhard. So I don't know if the person writing it just thought you would understand that it's optional to talk to Harith. Or Harith. Reinhardt is... yeah, this blonde chap. The Archduke or the Ducal Scientists. There's a man from the Alchemist Guild who has been waiting to speak to the scientists for a number of days. Okay, so that's how you would know to talk to Harith, I assume. But he still doesn't say anything different. Okay, whatever. But you can actually, for where we're going, and I remember this much, when you actually enter the storyline mission zones that we're going to, if you come back, if you're having trouble with them and you come back and talk to Harith, then he'll recognize that you've been in there, and he'll say something like, "Oh, so you want what these things are weak to, don't you?" And he'll suggest a way to, like, you can bring him items, I think, that drop inside of there, and he'll make you special items that help you fight against them if you use them in battle. And he can also help you make the shade gear that has the empty killer effect on it, or whatever. But now we've got to go to one of the crags, and the fastest way we've got to go without switching jobs is to use this book teleport to... I think we have to go, at least this guide says we have to go, to the Crag of Dim. And we've got to examine the shattered telepoint. And I think this might trigger the Rhapsodies cutscene that we were supposed to do with Lion that I ignored doing because I didn't want to. And that guy looks like a new player wearing full mithril. More power to him. Also, I don't know why mithril is black. It looks more like dark steel to me, but whatever. They just sort of like label items as being made out of stuff in this game, and then don't really bother with the details. And not right yet, but we are gonna eventually want to put on re-raise with our re-raise earring. And if you've already used your re-raise earring a whole bunch for some reason, you could buy a re-raise scroll from town, from one of your oh, brain, come on, work with me here. Your signet guards, you know what I'm talking about. Not sure if I wanna... no, I think we'll be fine like this. I think the shattered telepoint is going to be on the south side of the crag. Also, you might be wondering why I'm trying to delay the Rhapsodies storyline, and that's basically because, as I said before, even though they tried to make it sort of run concurrent with the other ones at the start, the actual assumption was that you were supposed to have it all of these storylines done by the time Rhapsodies came out anyway. And the only reason they have it run concurrent and added in like the sort of old stuff is because... okay, no, that's the dimensional portal. We don't want to view that yet. Unless... I mean, we're already here, right? Like, let's see. I think this will trigger the same with Lion. Nope. Okay, it didn't trigger anything. Well, she'll trigger somehow, I'm sure. Or she's supposed to, anyway. Or maybe she won't, because we've done the rank missions up to rank 6 or something. I have no idea exactly how Rhapsodies is precisely oriented in relation to quest progress. What you seek lies only a few steps ahead. Oh, okay, so yeah, this is definitely triggering Rhapsodies. This is weird, though. People fled to the four corners of Vana'diel, futilely trying to escape an ever-growing cloud of darkness. And there I stood, frozen, my legs unable to do so much as quiver. The Mother Crystal's vision cannot be simple happenstance. Not everyone is aware that our world, our Vana'diel, is protected by the benevolence of the Mother Crystal. Look all around you, this place is no accident. The technologies required to make these structures are beyond any known to us. Those who came before doubtlessly created this facility to shelter the crystal from harm. But I wonder, in my dream, an infernal gloom obscured the Mother Crystal from view. This Mother Crystal isn't the only one, of course, and I've no way of knowing if I'm even at the right one. Uh-huh. We're talking about our Iroha, because this is Rhapsodies. Go where exactly? That's the place you saw in your dream? Didn't look like Quiffum to me. Okay. Yeah, sure thing. I'll go there at some point in the future. But see, that's another reason I don't like the Rhapsodies quest line, because until you do Chains of Promathia, you don't even enter or have any impetus to go where this leads. And we've got large apparatus. Looks like a teleporter pad to me. You must move closer to inspect the device. You see a honeycomb-like sheet made of tiny, clear hexagonal chips arranged here. One appears to be missing. What about this one? Is it going to be the same deal? No, it's activating? I didn't want to go anywhere, so please don't send me somewhere. I didn't... Oh, okay, so we had to do that. Whoa. Juno scientists, and they got sucked in with darkness. And we're just gonna go in there? We're like, yeah, I just watched those two guys get essentially murdered, but... Oof, everything's turning upside down. Promethean Dim. Come, calm wind. It's kind of green, like that crystal energy. It is time. Oh, look. It's the windmills in Conchchat, but they're like black and ruined. Return. Is that Juno? To the darkness. And here we are in our first Promethean. And I'm getting so much nostalgia right now that I'm freaking out. And there's maps you can get to this place, but we don't have them. And so what we want to do is we want to go ahead and start getting somewhat buffed. There's not going to be a lot of fighting for us to do because we actually out-leveled this place by about 20 levels for the general enemies. Although, when they raised the level cap to level 80, they added level like 85 monsters in here that are the same as all the other monsters in here. And all of the other monsters in here are True Sight and True Sound. So that's why we want re-raise. The place is actually very dangerous, and there's no way at this level that we could possibly fight against the ones that are level 85. But we don't need to fight those, so we'll be fine. And I don't think any particular bar spells are going to help us, but we might as well cast them just to have them up. See, one of the reasons I like being on Red Mage, even though I have jobs that are a higher level than Red Mage, is Red Mage has all these options for increasing its capability by more than any gear could ever do, just because it has access to so many different spells. And unlike blue magic, these spells are gained more easily and readily and aren't level restricted. So, not that we would be level restricted on blue mage, it's just I've only learned like 34 out of like 120 something spells on blue mage. But yeah, these enemies here are what's known as the Empty. And they have like an elemental core. You can see what element they're supposed to be. This one I think is ice. And that will determine their magical weakness. So you actually have to get close and look at what they are. And ideally, you'd have your tank communicate what they are. They are all aggressive, but we won't be getting aggroed by any of them, except for the ones that are level 80. This big one is a Gorger. And then we got Weepers. Yeah. I'd show off what they can do, but, well, they won't last long enough for that to happen. Oh, okay, these are related to the memory receptacle. Basically, to move through here, you have to find the memory receptacles, and you have to fight them. And while you fight them, the strays come up to fight you, and I don't know why I didn't cast Haste on myself earlier, but yeah. And this place used to be level locked to level 30, and because it was level locked to level 30, you had to keep around level 30 gear sets and optimize for level 30. And the intention was to make higher level players team up with low level players and enjoy the story together and, you know, sort of grow together. But of course, what wound up happening was everyone just out-leveled it anyway, kept or reacquired their old gear sets, and then looked up how to do it exactly, and then came back on through. And if this is the right memory receptacle, it'll open up a portal on the floor. Yeah. But we're getting event skipped because we're still fighting with these strays. And I can't remember what floor or what level or plateau the level 85 ones are on. But we'll know them because they'll be named like Seething Gorger or Seething Wanderer or whatever. And if one of those aggroes us, then we're dead. And that's what it is. But basically, we're going to have to go through memory receptacles until we find, or until we get to that tower. We're basically warping around both up and down, but always around that tower. And the reason I didn't like keep a job at level 30 to do this is, one, I would have needed to use trusts, and two, even without trust, if you just sub Dancer, like Monk sub Dancer can actually solo all of the memory receptacles. And it takes a long time at level 30 for Monk to do that, but it can. And, you know, honestly, it's kind of annoying. And I don't want to rely on trust for everything. Because, remember, part of this Let's Play is me trying to give you a sort of power scaling for the world, so that, you know, we can realize how ridiculous some of the late gear game, or yeah, late phase game stuff is. While also sort of, you know, showing that the game's content isn't all just to be pushed over. Of course, I'm always going to level in a way that I can win, but I want the threat of failure to be there as like as a motivator, you know, as a means to make me remember how to play a bit better, or at least be sharper when I play. To me, there's no fun to be had if I were to just, like, say, level to level 70 and then just sweep through here with trusts, you know, because at that point, even the level 85 monsters, as long as I didn't link them, I could probably live. I could probably fight them and live. And, you know, it's not that that would be a bad thing, it's just, if all danger is completely removed, you know, it just, I don't know, it's boring, right? Like, part of the charm of this world and this game was that it was so dangerous. And I think that's an NM that I can kill. I don't know if I want to mess with it, though. Guess I don't get a choice. It aggroed me. That's okay. We can take it on. I think we'll be fine. Let's see. It was Fire's Day, so now it's Earth's Day. Yeah. And it's, I think, Light Elemental or All Elemental or something. So we don't have a means to really take advantage of an element on it, but we can debuff it. And yeah, it's probably like a level 40 Notorious monster or something. But I don't think, like, I'm pretty sure all the Notorious monsters in here do is they drop stuff that's used for my brain working with me here. Ooh, paralysis. That's no bueno. But used to make empty gear and for items to help you fight the empty. Because, you know, normally you'd be restricted. I see these are the items that you take to that guy. I don't know what they do at all. I don't know what you trade them in for at all. But hey, that did give us enough EXP to get level 51, so we can use elemental staves again on Red Mage. Seether. Maybe I've remembered wrong. I know there's some level 85 monsters in here. Or there's supposed to be. But I might have remembered wrong. Like, they might be... not in these first three, because there's actually a fourth Promethean near what's usually a hidden oh, the Gorger's actually easy prey. Must be in the 40s. Must be sight as well. Man, that's some knockback. We can use Circle Blade to kill some of these ads. Maybe save ourselves a little bit of time. Maybe. Try to use these corners to not get blown back as far and fail miserably at it. See, normally all of these strays, I don't think they would give EXP, but they would still, they'd register as easy prey more or less. So they'd aggro you regardless of if you were attacking the memory receptacle or not. But they link with the memory receptacle anyway, just to make sure that you're fighting them and that they're an obstacle. Now, I can't fully remember, but I believe that we only have to go like 3 or 4 times. So we should be getting pretty close to the end of this crag. Or well, I say crag, but I mean Promethean. Back in the day, people had a pretty big fear of doing these. When it first came out, whole alliances would come in here, and it was chaotic because people weren't paying attention and were aggroing everything and fighting everything. And there were apparently a lot more monsters because they fully expected people to come in here in whole alliances. And people said that it was too hard, and I don't think we want to mess with this memory flux. I don't know what it does. I guess I could look it up real quick. Okay, it's for a later quest, or a quest called Shadows of the Departed. So we'll come back to them later in life, I guess. They sure do look neat, don't they? Okay, easy prey. Stuff's still too weak for the most part. Okay, idle. Idle. Those are the ones. Those are the ones we gotta be worried about. Anything that says idle on it. They put those in here basically to have... When they raised the level cap to level 80, there weren't enough camps, they decided in the game, that people could actually EXP on at a reasonable rate, they said, or whatever, to EXP from level 75 to level 80. So they added in these camps of the Prometheans, and a few other camps with monsters that were in the high 80s, and then they also said, you know, there's some areas that are off the beaten path that have monsters in level 80s, and you could use those as well. And so, when they first, and this was before Abyssia came out as well, when they very first raised the level cap to 80, people came into these Promathias in EXP parties and EXP'd on those idle things. Ooh, alright. Okay, we're here. And they actually were not good monsters to EXP on. They hit really hard, they have a lot of nasty abilities. A lot of the smaller ones are super evasive. Okay, so Spire of Dim. And oddly enough, coming into the tower, there's no climbing, we're automatically at the top, I guess. Or something like that. And we've got to enter this web of recollections. Ancient flames beckon. And all of our buffs wear off, and we get that timer hourglass in the top there. And you can see from the battlefield record holder that you know, people fully usually don't do what I do. They still do the thing that we used to do back in the day, and that's just level up to maximum and go on and just plow it. Don't even try to give it a modicum of, you know, let it challenge you. They come in here and they hit it once and it dies. Now, we're not going to have that much of a difficult time with it, I don't think. I think it's got a wind core, so I think we want to use In Blizzard. And I don't know if that'll give it like an in-arrow effect or make it use wind magic or anything, but we'll go with bar arrow. I literally might as well be doing this blind. Like, I do have the guide up next to me, but like, not really referencing it. This is supposedly the easiest of the 3 bosses, though. And fun fact, it was actually the last Promethean boss that I ever faced. And it was easy enough that we came in here, the people I did it with were actually random people. It was my first shout group for Chains of Promathia. I had done the Promethean Mia and Promethean Allah with my friends at the time. But I did a shout group for this one. It was 5 warriors, ninja sub job, and dual wield centurion swords, and 1 white mage, and we were able to kill it with our 2 hours. But we could rest up our MP first, but that wouldn't be the cowboy way. I really don't think we're gonna have that much trouble with it. Oh yeah, it would be fine. See, it's basically just a large gorger. We do want to try to keep our shadows up if possible. Because it's not gonna... Did I land both of those debuffs? Yeah. It's debuffed now. But, let's see, blind maybe? It does have some nasty things it can do. We're fine. Okay. Yeah, we're taking it apart. And this is kind of the level disparity between powers. You have this whole arena to work with, by the way, but we don't really need the whole arena. Okay, fission. And when it does fission, it spawns ads. And I don't think we have to kill the ads at all, but if you were doing this with people, like at level 30, like it used to be, then you might want to. Ooh, I think that steals a buff, as well as drains from us. I don't know what it stole, though. And it's down. And its offspring will die when it dies, so... yeah. Level 50 is more than enough to get this done. I'd say you could probably beat it at level 40 by yourself. Maybe level 45. And obviously if you use trusts, you could just kill it at level 30. It would be nothing. Trusts are so powerful. I wish that the graphic card of the modern era wasn't making the Mother Crystal go crazy. Oh, it's you again. Well, I was just in here with Lion, so I don't know why you're fucking with me. But look at the two guys beside them. They've got some funky looking masks, don't they? They don't look like the other guys. The light from this crystal feeds our souls and keeps us alive. It keeps the whole world alive. Okay, dude. You gonna fight me? Oh, hey. Ghost boy walking out of the crystal. Oh. Is the ghost boy responsible for the Promethean darkness? He's giving us the bad touch again, making us blind. Oh, what's that noise? The end of Vana'diel. The world stands on the brink of oblivion. The final battle betwixt the Twilight God and the Dawn Goddess is at hand. Huh. Women in fancy robes. And not a single soul shall escape its devastation. Oh, hey, look, we got 1500 EXP for doing that. Yeah, they added experience points for completing the story missions. You cannot remember when exactly, but you obtained the Light of Dim. Temporary item. This glow represents the justice radiating from your heart. Okay. Well, we're not quite at an hour, but I think you kind of get the point, right? We're going to have to go around all three crags now and do their Prometheans. And we're going to get a little bit of story tidbit each time that we do. It's going to be the same procedure for each one, going into the Shattered Telepoint and, you know, getting stuff done. And actually, after you see that cutscene where you enter the Promethean Dim, you can actually go and enter any of the other ones. Because back in the day, I did Promethean Mia before Promethean Dim with my friends. Because they said it was the hardest one. And if we got it out of the way, then on our own time, we could just shout for groups for the other two and get them done. And that's pretty much what happened. Although we stayed teamed up and did the one for the Crag of Allah as well. Although I think the person who led us was Jinpu in Mia, and he didn't go with us to Allah, but I'm pretty sure the rest of us did Allah together. But yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm gonna go ahead and stop it here, and next time I'll meet you at one of the other teleport crags. I'll say. Probably just go ahead and do Mia next. It's supposed to be the most difficult due to the way the boss functions, but I think, you know, we might as well get it out of the way. So until next time, thanks for watching, stay safe, and have a great day.